sort of your standard weekend in CQ when the weather turns it on. This is what we get up to, and this is our life, and we love it.
We're back in Yeppoon, Queensland, and over the next couple of days, we're going to be fishing with two of the biggest bastards going around. Say g'day to Luke and Wade Smith, aka the Bastard Smith brothers. Now, we have a smoking hot weather window. We've got a 9.2 metre platey, and we're going to send it ultra wide in search of as many different species as we can find. Saddle up.
So I'm Wade, brother Luke. I'm a coal miner. I work out at the Capricorn coal mine as a training coordinator. Lukey, you're a underground miner?
I'm a real miner, mate.
Oh, here we go.
He's a gravel scratcher. No, I'm an underground miner. I work at the Kestrel mine out near Emerald. We work out there for 7 days and then we come back home and go fishing, crabbing, whatever we can for the next 7.
Lukey, big day yesterday.
Mate, how good was it?
It was epic.
Heaps of fun, eh? Plenty of fish.
At the end of the day, I was knackered.
I was pretty well knackered too. Pretty fingered, you could say.
Mate, on a scale of 1 to Brittany, how fingered were you?
Definitely post races at the Strand Saturday night, isn't it?
For sure.
Have to be.
Huge day.
Huge day. Some big fish though, mate. There's some
Mate,
absolute great fish caught in there.
It's always a massive fear, right? You know, pressure's on, you're out filming, got to get the results. First drop. Nice red.
Nice red.
Nice red, mate. You got the net? Look at that.
Yes, Russell.
Mate, it's a great start. They definitely get a lot bigger. But for a day like today, we'll happily have that as the first fish on the boat.
Very good quality size one. Wasn't bad, was it? The only complaint I got is you caught it.
Mate, teamwork makes the dream work.
Got there. How was the variety though, you know?
Just non-stop all day.
It was excellent.
It was one of those days, every drop, you didn't have to wait.
Yep.
Knock the reel into gear. Yep. Here we go again, boys. Boom, load up.
Yep.
Another fish on the boat.
Yep. Yeah, I think in our first 3 drops, we had 3 red emperor, a big spango come up over the side, right on dawn, and just watching that sunset the first morning. Holy hell, that was
Sunset first morning.
Yeah,
sunrise, I think.
It's been a long couple of days. Thank you very much.
It was bloody epic. All the way from way out in that deep country, 70 odd metres deep catching reds, to yesterday we went in around local islands. Had a heap of cool topwater fun. Mate, we been having a ball of fun with the Queenies this morning on surface. Been struggling to get them to actually eat. They've been so active, crashing behind and launching over the top of all the lures. I finally got one on this little Berkeley slurp. Lukey's still having fun at the front. Action central. Crazy wind though. We're sitting in a bit of slop, but we're making do with what we've got. Chasing queenfish. Lukey got a good spano on the top water as well. Yeah, so we're on. It may have been a mackerel, man. I think that's a spano, eh?
You know the best thing is? I haven't changed the handle over since you were using it.
Oh, you're still khaki, you bastard.
You look like a noob. I cast left-handed. I thought I might as well learn to wind left-handed. No, I'm on a high. I got him here. There's a mackerel. Yes! Got one.
And then in between, we had to put the pots in because we had some fresh bait, so now it's some muddies. It's just been an epic weekend, but
That's mate, yeah.
How many different species do you reckon we knocked off in the last couple of days?
we must have brought home, we would have brought home a dozen species.
Yeah, everything red, come home.
There would have been a lot that we let go. There's trevally and that sort of stuff that don't come home.
Yeah, all your top shelf stuff, the red emperor, nenny guy, coral trout, scaffolding cods, they were pretty fun.
Red throat.
The red throat, some stonkers of them, big spangos. There was a period yesterday where I threw topwater lures for a good 5 or 6 hours, I reckon, at least.
He's going to burn on this for months. Next trip, we're going to have to go topwater just so he can redeem himself.
But anyway, long story short, yeah, so I was casting away, I got that one spano. Finally, after what feels like eternity, we were raising queenies and G's and stuff everywhere. It was really alive. It was a really good time for topwater fishing, and finally had enough. The back was broken, the spirit was down, Wade was down the back catching queenies and cod and all sorts of stuff.
It was
out the back on plastics and whatever else.
Right, so what we got here, I've got a 2,500 size Slammer 4 reel. These things are built like a brick shit house. Solid as a rock. You normally wouldn't take a 2,500 size reel offshore, but here we are. I've caught trout, reds, everything on this. But today, flicking a jerk shad around. We've got a nice little runny point here on the side of a headland. I'm gonna flick this jerk shad in, show you real quick how to, a couple of tips, and a bit of action if we can catch a fish, hopefully. A lot of mistake a lot of guys will do when they've got a lot of run. They'll go the heaviest jig head they can find just to get it to the bottom. You want it a light enough head so it'll go down, but not like a bullet. You still need that lure to have a little bit of action. All we're going to do is just hop it back up through the water column, pause, let it sink, hop, hop, hop. So it's quite deep here. It's probably 25 to 30 meters. Yeah, I want to be fishing in that top third of the water. Yeah, no one. And it's that simple. I mean, Berkeley gulp, you can't miss. Gulp's often been referred to as using bait, just because it works so bloody good. Magic little combo. Using the Penn Regiment Black Ops 2 rods. Great value for money outfit. Oh, look at that jump. They can be an acrobatic fish.
I thought, all right, I just need to catch a fish to save me spirits. So I've gone down the back. As I've gone down, Jack and Nick have decided, oh, would you mind if we have a bit of a topwater go? This looks like fun. I'm like, by all means, take it for as long as you want. I don't want to see a topwater rod again. Before me jigs even hit the bottom, there's this god almighty explosion up the front. I'm thinking to myself, you're fucking kidding. I didn't even want to turn around. Next minute, there's two fish bouncing around like crazy. Yeah, sure enough, both of them, not just one, both of them have hooked up on the first cast. 4 hours. And then probably the highlight came not like one drop after that really for me, when we got that big cod on that light gear. Yeah. That was really a redemption sort of thing.
Because essentially that's a 20-pound outfit.
It is. 40-pound leader, 30-pound braid loaded up on a little Penn Fathom low profile on a 1 2 3 jig rod with a 40-gram skid jig. Definitely not intending for a 30-kilo cod to climb all over it. You got him, Russell? You got him? And the ensuring fight, because he's straight up, you can't really turn those fish. You hang on and you hope, and he runs straight out into the current. And suddenly the 30-kilo fish was fighting like a 90-kilo fish. It was so heavy in that run.
The mouth on it, hey, like you put your head in it. If he opened his mouth in that current, you would have never got it in.
Like a 44-gallon drum, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, but yeah. What about you, mate? What was yours?
Mate, I think my highlight wasn't even me catching a fish. It was watching Jack catch that big red of his. That
just
was
a big red one. That
big red.
Oh yes! Hold it in the current. Hold it in the current. That's good.
The smile on his face just told the story. Just an epic PB. Travelled to the middle of nowhere, made the boys sit on a freezing cold boat for 2.5 hours to the middle of nowhere, and yeah, the fish turned it on. So
what about
watching
how
him
casual he was with it though?
Oh,
just done it with ease, eh? Just rolled it in.
Oh, this is nothing, boys. Got you covered.
Yeah.
You lot carry on a bit.
We're excitable chaps.
It's a 9.2 metre 5mm boat, 2.4, 2.5 width and beam.
Pretty quick.
But it'd be in the vicinity of 3 to 4 tonne, maybe a bit more fully loaded.
You powered up with 250 Verado.
Verado, yeah, supercharged job. 350 litres of fuel on board, so that gets us a bit over 400k worth of range. We've built a big cast deck into the nose of it, so we can do all the top water stuff.
But no luxuries on her. She's an open fishing boat.
No champagne and strawberries.
No cushions, as my shins are still feeling it from top watering yesterday.
However, we do have a 36 volt Minn Kota on it, which is a godsend.
Right. Praise the Lord for Minn Kotas.
We're both just shy of 40 now, and I think we're seeing our last anchor pull. If we ever pull anchor again, I'll be very surprised. That thing's changed our fishing something fierce. Electronics, we keep quite basic. A lot of guys overcomplicate the offshore stuff with electronics. Fruno 588 and an old Garmin. I don't even know what model it is. It's been phased out ages ago. Really the GPS is just to let you know which way home is, and your sounder, you just need to be able to read bottom. So
Fish off that,
as long as you can interpret it, even if it's black and white, if you can interpret it, there's no need to spend 10 grand on a sounder. But that's our opinion, that's how we work. We try to keep things simple, keep it easy and low maintenance. You know, I guess that's sort of why we use the pen gear. That fits our bill perfectly. It's a lot of it isn't you know, your high-end blingy super flash stuff that you'd find on a showroom floor, but you'll find it in the back of our boat covered in blood and salt and guts and
on a pile of dead fish.
Yeah, we'll whack him with a garden hose and go again tomorrow and it'll still be there. So, yeah.
So the little 2500 Slammer 4 that we run, we use that for our really light gear. We'll go down to 40-pound leader, got 20-pound line on it.
Yeah, that's right. It's a 2500 size reel in an offshore boat.
But it's got 9.5 kilos of drag backed up in it. So we run a lot of that for our plasticking, our vibes, the jigging stuff, and it's you know, 9.5 kilos in a reel that's this big, just phenomenal. You can lock it up and really go to town, but fish with it all day if you have to. You're not going to get that tired sort of cramping feeling from holding a heavy reel.
Super. Well, that's what I was catching all the queenies on. Was that 2500 size reel, just flicking that jerk shad out the back.
Yep.
We had a bait jig in the water earlier and we caught some little herring-shaped baits that were nearly identical. So they're obviously feeding on same, match the hatch, get the catch.
It's brutal. We like to fish light. When the bite's tough, we want to be able to feel sensitivity through the gear in 70 metres of water, right? So that's tough if you're using crowbars and stuff you're just going to be able to poleaxe a fish with. So the drags get a workout, the rods get an even bigger workout. We hurt it. We really do hurt it. And if we were breaking it, we wouldn't be using it. So if we can't break it, I don't think anyone else will. The thing I think I love the most is that first time you realise that it's a big fish biting. So you'll get little taps, but when you feel that one that just goes, that then for me, like the smile goes from ear to ear, you know it's all about to start. The heart rate, if I had a heart rate monitor on, I think it'd just double the beats, just instantly, like, oh, here we go. And that part right there, when you first realise it's about to happen, that's probably my favourite part, knowing that there's a big red there and you've got to do everything right in the next 5 minutes to convert. So yeah, that's my favourite part. How about you, Leaky?
Cool story. That hurt my ears. I just love catching more fish than him.
It's a shame it didn't happen, eh?
No, but for me, it's just the variety and the unknown, you know. You can go out with a game plan, like we seen yesterday. We wanted to go to a certain area chasing certain fish, but it all changed and we ended up having a magic day on the topwater stuff. Yeah. Seen some really cool things. And the same when you're offshore, you never really know what you're going to catch. There's just that much variety here, and yeah, the unknown is cool. So.